Love and light, everyone. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing? Hopefully good. Okay. Hopefully good. Because I'm doing good. I'm happy today. Okay. I'm energetic. I'm looking for new beginnings, okay? I'm looking forward to what the Most High God has in store for me, okay? Most High God, angels, ancestors, I ask that you watch over me and protect me as I channel this message for the collective, okay? Ashe. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say today. What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? Okay. What is in the energy? All right. Okay. Let me just switch up my stones here. Okay. My protection stones. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say on this Monday afternoon. Okay, so Two of Wands here. Okay, and that man is holding the earth. Looks like a picture of the earth in his hand. It says a new path presents itself. Travel choices, new opportunities. Okay, options. You have a desire to change, collective, with the Two of Wands here. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, a desire to change, new opportunities. Okay, yep, a new path presents itself. Okay, holy angels, ancestors. What else does the collective need to know today? What's in the energy? What's surrounding the energy? Okay. All right, so we have a Queen of Wands here. Okay, I had a whole bunch that flipped out. Quite a few. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is here, an outgoing and creative person, somebody that's optimism, has charisma, they're in their feminine energy. Okay, they're confident about what they're going to do or achieve, and they have strength. Okay, and they might have a cat, a kitten. Okay, or somebody likes cats. Yeah, yep, and she has a wand. She's holding it. Okay, see how she's sitting up there on her throne? Okay, it looks like she has um a dandelion, so she's being admired. Okay, yep, look, she's got protection on the side of her. Uh-huh. See that protection? She's sitting down. Okay. Yeah, an outgoing and creative person. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So arrival of bad news for someone. Someone is mentally stagnant. They have head fog. They're not communicating. They got bad communication skills. Okay, they're unlearned about something because ignorance is on here. Okay, with the Page of Swords in reverse. All right, and then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So conflict with the relationship, family trouble. There was an argument that broke out. Okay, someone has lack of support with their family. Okay, they're in disharmony. All right, with the Four of Wands here in reverse. And then we have justice here. Okay, so justice will be served. Justly deserved outcomes. There will be consequences for that person. Okay, truth is going to come out. Something about legal issues, okay? Something wasn't fair, okay? Yeah, justice. And then we have We have the Ten of Swords here. So someone healed from the past, okay? Healing from past trouble. They recovered from past trauma. They're surviving, okay? And they're learning from the past, okay? So they're learning from their past mistakes, all right, on something, okay? A justice is served, though, whatever is going on. Justice was served on this person, okay? They might have consequences that they have to face. They might have to come forward and tell you the truth about something, collective. Okay? Yep, they're having family trouble. Okay, there's an argument here. All right. Maybe conflict with relationship. Okay. There might be lack of support for a family member. Okay. All right, because somebody got some bad news with the Page of Wands here in reverse. Yep. There's bad communication. But you, collective, Queen of Wands, you're outgoing, you're creative, okay? And you got something new coming in. All right, you got some new endeavors coming in, a new beginning that you can look forward to. Something new presented itself to you, okay? Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning and prosperity. Okay, financial gain, opportunity, change, money, career opportunity. So somebody's going to have something offered to them. Maybe a new career. Okay, somebody's going to call you with some good news. Okay, financial gain. You're going to gain. Okay, and this is from the divine. This Ace of Pentacles, you see how Spirit is offering that pentacle? Yeah, this is from the Most High God. Okay, so no one can take that away from you. Okay, yeah, it was from the divine. Okay, and then we have the Hangman here. Somebody's unhappy with the situation. They feel trapped. They're dissatisfied with what they tried to do to you. They tried to sacrifice you. Okay, restrain you. Okay, from reaching your goals. Okay, they try to keep you restrained. All right, trapped. Okay, and they're dissatisfied because you're going to be receiving this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, because justice looks like it was served. Okay, yeah, because you healed from past trauma with the Ten of Swords. You healed from past trauma. Okay, yeah, because there was a conflict with relationship or a family member. Okay, the Four of Wands in reverse. They got bad news about something. They had mental stagnation. Okay, head fog. They couldn't see clear. Yeah, that person couldn't see clear. Okay, so we have the star here in reverse. Okay, so lack of inspiration and positivity, despair, illness, negativity. This person is being negative. They might be feeling ill. Okay, yeah, hopelessness. They're bored. Okay, yeah, the lack of inspiration. So they're not inspired. Okay, they're being negative. They're not, and their lack of inspiration and positivity. Okay, yeah, so this person is in the dumps. Yeah, they're in the dumps. All right. Yeah, they're feeling in the dumps. They're down. Yeah, because you got good news coming. A new path presented itself. Okay. Yeah, you got the Ace of Cups here, collective. All right, another gift from Spirit. Look at Spirit. You see that smoke, that gray smoke? That's Spirit. Yep, new opportunities and positive energy. So you're in positive energy, okay? You got joy and love. You're going to be celebrating, okay? Fertility, okay. You might be ovulating, okay? Yeah, but a new relationship, okay? Yeah, new relationships with someone, new opportunities with someone, okay? Excuse me, you guys, my nose is running. Okay, somebody look that up spiritually. What does it mean when your nose is running? Okay, that's for someone Pacific. All right. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, so the Empress is in reverse. Okay, neglect of one's own need, stagnation. So someone's neglecting their own need, lack of self-care. They're not taking care of themselves. They may not be bathing. That's not funny, but they may not be bathing. Okay, they're not taking care of themselves, their hygienes. Ancestors, stop it. Okay, they're being insecure about themselves. Okay, yeah, this Empress in reverse. She's not taking care of herself. She's letting herself go. Or it could be on the other end. It could be an emperor, that's not taking care of himself. He's neglecting himself. It's stagnant. His energy is stagnant. They don't have any energy. They don't have any enthusiasm. They don't have any positive thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here. Judgment clouded by emotions. Okay, irrationalism, moody, rude, spiteful. So this Queen of Swords is being judgmental. She's in reverse. She's being judgmental. She's manipulative, lack of rationalism, moody, spiteful. Yeah, this Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah. So somebody's neglecting their own needs. They're being judgmental. Okay. Yeah, they're jealous of you. This Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This could be a family member. Ace of Cups, new opportunity, positive energy. Yeah, because you're in this energy, collective. Okay? And this other person, they having a lack of positivity. They're bored. They feel hopeless. Okay? They probably need to go outside and ground, get out in nature, get some fresh air, maybe take a ride, do something fun to, uplift your spirits. Okay? Then we have the Hangman. They're unhappy with the situation. Okay? Somebody is trapped. Somebody is feeling trapped, okay, in a situation that they can't get out of. Okay? Yep. Somebody is trapped. They probably made sacrifices for that person. They feel tied down. Yeah, they feel tied down. Uh-huh. Yeah, they feel tied down. Maybe with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because she's neglecting her own needs. And then that person is probably neglecting their self. Um, you're not neglecting yourself, though, collective. Conflict with relationship, family trouble. Yeah, so that person is probably having family trouble. They're arguing with a family member. Okay, they already have lack of support, is disharmony. But justice is here. Justice is going to be served. Okay, because that's what they wanted for you, collective. Okay, they wanted you to be in disharmony with your family and arguing. But you're healing with the Ten of Swords. You healed from past trauma. You learned your lesson with this person. You probably don't deal with this person anymore. Okay, but this person is upset because you have a beginning happening for you. New opportunity presents itself with the Two of Wands here. You got an Ace of Pentacles, and not only do you have an Ace of Pentacles from Spirit, a new beginning, but you have an Ace of Cups. New opportunity, positive energy. You're going to get joy and love. Okay? You're going to be celebrating with your love. Okay? Yeah, this emperor, a powerful figure, leadership, authority. Okay? Yeah, somebody. He's unhappy. Okay? Or maybe there's an emperor coming in. Okay? Oh, and it just flew. And it flew on the Queen of Swords, judgment clouded by emotions. Okay? He's manipulative. Lack of rationalism. He's moody. He's rude. Okay? Spiteful. And the Empress. Okay? In reverse. So neglect of one's own need, stagnation, lack of self-care, insecurity. So he's insecure about something. And this emperor, this powerful figure in leadership, in authority, supposed to be focused, but you're focused, collective, okay? And you're stable. But this person, they're lacking because it flew like this. It came out like this and landed on the Emperor in reverse, and it landed on the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? Yeah, they're feeling insecure because you're going to receive this Ace of Cups. Yeah, and justice is being served on your behalf. Yeah, they see that a new opportunity presented itself to you, collective, with this Two of Wands. Okay, yeah, they see that. And you're a Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. You're outgoing and creative, your optimism, you have charisma, you're in your feminine energy. Okay, he's probably mad because you're in your feminine energy. Okay, but who cares? Okay, because a Page of Swords is here. They got bad news. Yeah, not only did they get bad news, but they have mental stagnation about you, collective. Okay, they could be judging you. Okay, they could be really judgmental. This Emperor. So we know who it is now. It's this Emperor. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is here. Things may not go as well as expected. He's angry. Yeah, things are not going his way, the way he planned it. Okay, he planned something out for you, collective, and it's not going his way. Okay, impulsivity, impulsive, impulsivity, indignation, fear, reckless. So he might get reckless, the reason why things are not going his way. Knight of Wands. Yep, he's angry though. This Emperor here, he's angry. Oh yes, he's angry. Uh-huh. Oh, he's angry about your materialism. Yeah, with this Seven of Cups sitting up here plotting on your materialism. Yeah, daydreaming but lacking in action. Yeah, so he's sitting up here thinking about money and things, material things, but he's lacking. He's not doing anything. He's not getting any results. Yeah, fantasizing about your desires. He's tempted. He's tempted to come in and say something to you or ask you for some money. Yeah, or something that he needs. He sees that you have options. You're not his only result. This Emperor here that thought he was a powerful figure. Okay. Yeah, but he's a Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, things are not going his way. He's angry. Yeah. But he sees that you have options. He sees that you are blessed and highly favored because you're going to receive this Ace of Cups from Spirit. Okay? Yeah, new opportunities and positive energy. He sees that you're upbeat. Okay? Yeah, he sees you smiling. Okay? You have a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles here. Spirit is bringing this to you. Okay? Yeah, because you healed from your past troubles, your recovery. Okay, you had to go through something, and justice is being served on your behalf. Yeah, justice is being served. Okay, yep. Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, it looks like they wanted you to have head fog as well, collective, with the Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they was being ignorant. They got bad communication skills. They don't know how to sit down and talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with this Page of Swords here. Yeah, they don't know how to sit down and talk to nobody about nothing. Okay. Yeah, they got some problems. Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna get down to it and see what's going on, okay? Yeah, collective. You know, the Most High God is in control. Yes, He is. So this is the Six of Cups that came out. Okay, so finding a connection to the past, reconnecting, okay, memories, youth, past events. So he remembers you, okay? Yeah, this person, they remember how kind you were and how giving you were to them with the Six of Cups, okay? And they might want to come in and offer you something because they do know that you're being blessed, okay? With this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, they might want to come in and try to make it right with you, collective. All right, or she might want to come in and make it right with you. But they sitting up here thinking, about your stuff. Yeah, about your riches and glories. Okay, yeah, that you worked hard for. Okay, yeah, did nobody give you nothing, collective? I hear that nobody would help you. Nobody would help you when you was down. Okay, they see that you're getting ready to come up, and so they want to come around. Okay, yeah, and probably offer you an apology. Okay, yep. And give you something. This is somebody from the past. And this came out sideways. This six of Pentacles. Universal balance is in your favor, collective. Good karma, rewards, gifts, receiving, financial opportunity. Yeah, because you didn't give to people, even when you didn't have it to give. You got a big old heart and you gave. Okay, you gave and you helped people. Okay, you helped people get money. You didn't let people borrow money. You didn't put people on, to different jobs. Yeah, you didn't lead people. You've been leading people, forever. Okay, that's what spirit is saying. And this for some reason wants to come out because it jumped in my hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over. This King of Cups. Okay, unbalanced, rational and emotions, immaturity, irrational, rude, impulsive, unfaithful. Oh, so this person wasn't faithful to you. Okay, reactive. Okay, they're immature, irrational, unbalanced, rational and emotions. So their emotions are not intact. They're not intact with, they're not intact. They need balance. Okay, yeah, they need to balance out. Okay, and they know that you bring balance to that relationship with this Six of Cups. Yeah, you see how you giving? See that scale right there? Okay, yeah, you bring balance to the relationship. Yeah, universal balance, favor. Universal balance is in your favor, collective, okay? But on the other hand, the King of Cups, this person, he was unbalanced. Okay, he was rational. Okay, yeah, his emotions are not intact. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but what happened, Spirit? Why is justice here? Why is the justice card here? Okay? With the Four of Swords. Okay, so mentally or emotionally overwhelmed, stress, anxiety, drain, fear, burnout. Okay, is that why the Justice card is here? Yeah, so this person he's mentally or emotionally overwhelmed. He's stressed out. He's going through anxiety. He's drained. He has fear. Okay, and they wanted that for you. They wanted to burn you out and take your energy, collective. They wanted you to have anxiety. They wanted you to be drained, mentally and emotionally overwhelmed about different things. Okay, but justice is being served. And Ten of Swords is here. Okay, in the reverse. So you heal from past troubles. You recover past trauma that happened to you in your life. You recover from that. Yeah, you're learning from your past. You learned from your past, collective. Yeah. They wanted you to be head fogged. Okay. Yeah. They wanted to neglect you of your own needs as well. Yeah, and then they're lacking in self-care with the Empress in reverse. My ancestors, you guys. Okay. Yeah. The Queen of Swords, they judged you. Yeah, it was clouded by their emotions. Yeah, they were moody and rude. You know, things didn't go as well with the Knight of Wands with this person for this Emperor. Yeah, they sitting up here thinking about your desires. They see that you have options. Yeah. Yep, they might see that you might have found a connection to the past. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing myself from the past. Nothing old. I want something new, and that's what it's gonna be: new beginnings and prosperity for you, collective. Okay, a new path presents itself. Yeah, so you're gonna be going through down a new path. You have a desire for this. Now you have a desire to change. Okay, now that you know who this emperor is. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what else. But Spirit, what is justice being served for? What happened? What did this person do? Why are they daydreaming about the collective's riches and glories? Why are they wanting their stuff? A Page of Cups in reverse, arrival of bad news or blocked creativity, abuse, envy, loss of innocence, lack of ideas. Okay, because they have a lack of ideas. They can't come up with anything on their own. Loss of innocence, so they're not innocent. Okay. Oh, but they were unfaithful. That's what it was. That's why this is going on. They were unfaithful to you, collective. Yeah. Yep, with the King of Cups here in reverse. So this person was unfaithful to you. Okay, they were being immature. Okay, impulsive. They were unfaithful. That's why justice is being served. Okay, yep, that's why justice is being served because this emperor right here was unfaithful to you. Okay. Page of Cups, arrival of bad news or blocked creativity for the Emperor, for that person. Well, he's not an Emperor anymore. He's a Knight of Wands. Okay. In reverse. Okay. And then his wine ain't working either. Okay. It's in reverse. So he can't come and knock you down and bring that wine. Okay. Because it's not, you're not going to even be satisfied, honey. You're not going to even enjoy that. Okay. Yeah. Abuse. He probably was abusive to you. Okay. Probably put hands on you. Yeah, he put his hands on you. Uh-huh. He envy you. Yeah, he don't have his own ideas. Yep, and he needs your energy. He needs your inspiration because you're creative with the Queen of Wands here. You're creative, you charisma, you're in your feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? You have strength and confidence. You know what I'm saying? So they're running out of ideas. They don't have anything. Okay? They're bored. They don't have, they can't find anybody else like you. Okay. Yeah, they've been going out here trying to find other people, to satisfy them when actually this person needs to heal. This Knight of Wands in reverse, he needs to heal. Yeah, because he's unhappy with the situation. And then his family, he got his family in his ear. His family came between y'all because he listened to his family. That's what Spirit just said. Yeah, his family came between this. Okay, family trouble, disharmony, lack of support. So the family didn't even support the relationship. Okay, and you didn't want to be around nothing like that, collective. Where the family was talking down on you all the time. They would have family functions and you couldn't even go and have a good time, and hang out. You know how they have Christmas dinner, and people show up and come around and stuff like that. You couldn't do nothing like that. Yeah, because this person put a bad name out there for you. Like you weren't shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so now he's stressed and anxiety with the Four of Swords here. He can't, you know what I'm saying? He's stressed out and he's drained. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that just flew out. So with the Four of Pentacles here, security has shifted towards greed. Okay, so that's why he's sitting up here thinking about your shit. Okay, thinking about your riches and glories. Okay, with the Most High God, what you have has provided for you. Okay, yeah, yeah. Wow, look like somebody got some jewels. It's a mansion sitting up here. Yeah, yeah. It's something hidden that you can't see that you're getting ready to get. Okay, but somebody else probably can see it. You see that in the middle? How it's got that cloth over it, but it's got light around it. It looks like energy around it. Uh-huh. But it's a snake in a cup too. You see that snake? That serpent? Yeah. Yeah, you got all these people around you, collective, that's trying to come around you. All these people, look at him and they looking. Okay? Look, he looking. You see how he looking and how he looking like to the side like, oh yeah, like for real. That yeah. Or that dude. Is that old boy? Yeah, they looking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because you got this Ace of Cups from Spirit, sweetheart. New opportunities. Okay, positive energy. You got joy and love. You attract. That's what you're doing right now. You're manifesting, you're attracting what you desire. Okay? And people are looking at you. Okay? They checking you out. You got universal favor. They know that, sweetheart, with the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah. So now they jealous. You can't even trust this person. Keep them away. Okay, don't let them around you, honey. Page of Wands here is in reverse. There go player. He ain't playing no more. Okay, he laying down in stress. Okay, anxiety with the Four of Swords. Yeah, he ain't playing no more. He burnt out. Okay, yeah, going around town slanging his thing. Or she going around town having sex with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, yeah, she don't even have no pride about herself. Okay, and she ain't getting no money. That's what Spirit just said. She's not getting no money. She's getting little stuff. Okay, yeah, and I'm sorry, but I've lived that life before, and at least I was out here getting some money. Okay, I wasn't laying out here free, y'all. I'm sorry, it was my past, but I wasn't out here laying for free. Oh no, that's a no-no. Yeah, so this person just out here giving it away. Man, Page of Wands is here. Bad or delayed news, procrastination, lazy, unreliable, instability, unoriginal. So they out here procrastinating. Yeah, they ain't even on their shit. Okay, if they is out here getting it and giving it away, they ain't even on it. They ain't even on their shit. Yeah. Yep. And so for that, they're going to have bad or delayed news. Okay, they unoriginal. Okay, because yeah, where they doing that at? I don't know where they doing that at. And they've been selling pussy since the 60s. Okay. Oh, my ancestors are something else, but it's unstable. This person is not stable. Okay, this person is not stable. Okay. And the first thing I can tell this person, I mean, personally, me with an experience, you got to get some about yourself, especially if you out here doing that. You got to get some kind of something about yourself, okay? And you need to um hey, you need to get in a network. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be doing that, not so much as an escort service or anything like that. I mean, you could, but I didn't need to be led by anyone. I was out here. I was a renegade. Nobody was telling me anything, how to check in my money or none of that stuff. Okay, but you gotta find something. You got to get some clientele, some better clientele. Okay. I'm going to just leave it at that. You're going to need to get some better clientele. This person's unstable. They lazy. They unreliable. Okay. The person they was dealing with. Yeah. Yeah. Man. And that could go for a man too. Okay. Yeah. Man, if you out here doing it like that, you know what I'm saying? Might as well lay for a fee. You know what I mean? I don't know, but hey, that's what Spirit said. Yeah. So don't be mad at me. Okay. And now we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Struggling to achieve goals, exhaustion, overwhelmed, giving up. So this person wants to give up. They are stubborn. Okay. They want to give up. But that's what they wanted for you, collective. They wanted you to give up. Okay. They wanted you to give up, but you didn't. You kept going. You kept pushing. Okay. You were overwhelmed with things. Okay. When you were with this person, you were overwhelmed. Okay. But you did the best you could do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now they're struggling to achieve their goals. Yeah, because you was a magician out in this mug. You was making it rain. Okay, collective? You was making it rain when they was with you. Yeah, you utilized the skills at your own disposal. So you utilized your skill, okay, at your own disposal. You wasn't just out here moving any type of way. You know what I'm saying? There was boundaries, okay? There was guidelines that you followed, okay? Yeah, but they got with somebody else. Yeah, because they were unfaithful. Yeah, and so now this person is in despair. Yeah, and they envy you. They envy you. They were abusive towards you, okay? They lost their innocence. Mm-hmm. Or they had you lose your innocence. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Security had shifted toward greed. Okay, so they started being greedy. Yeah, because it was like, oh, okay, she the magician out here. She can make some shit happen like that. They started being greedy because that was somebody that had never had anything, baby. Okay, yeah. So they're struggling now to achieve their goals. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. But for you, collective, you have the Ten of Pentacles, sweetheart. Okay, yeah, because justice is being served. Okay, you have universal balance in your favor. Okay, yeah, you have universal balance in your favor. You got karma, rewards, gifts, receiving a financial opportunity. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is here. Okay, from Spirit, new beginnings, a new path presented itself. You made some good choices. You changed. You got the desire to change. So you ain't doing this no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here getting it like you used to get it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You didn't change your life. Okay? And you're not with this person, this emperor, because, he was lazy. Okay. He was unreliable. He wasn't stable. From what I'm hearing, y'all didn't even have nowhere to stay. Okay. You had to provide that. Yeah. You had to provide a roof over y'all head and so forth. Yeah. And he's remembering the past events with this Six of Cups. That's why he want to come in and offer you something. Yeah, he remembers that. Yeah, he's sitting back thinking about all the stuff y'all used to have together. Yeah, but it was some bullshit in the game. Look, a snake. Look at some jewelry. Somebody head right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a picture of looks like of a mansion sitting on a hill. It looks like a wreath. He sees that you're being honored. That's what that wreath card means. Yeah, but then it's got a skull right here. Yeah, so he wanted to sacrifice you. Look, yeah, he wanted you to sacrifice you. It's a skull where that wreath is. I got that in my oracle. That means honor, being honored. Yeah, and then it looks like it's a dragon here, or some kind of demon. Yeah. So they wanted to sacrifice you as well. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you to sell your soul to the devil. But that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now you look, hard work will be rewarded, stability, success, financial gain. Okay, people in the community is going to see this. Your family, they're going to see this. The people that didn't help you, the reason why you had to go out here and make things happen, you had to utilize your skill to your own disposal to make ends meet. Your family didn't help you. They watched you. They watched you go through this shit. Okay? Yeah, and these was people that was supposed to be in authority, okay, in high places. Yeah, but justice is gonna be served. Uh-huh. Yeah, and then they judged you. It was clouded by emotions. They judged you. Yeah, that's what spirit don't like. The Most High God don't like that. No, and you brought balance. You helped people as well. You helped people as well. Now they got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. A period of bad luck and stagnation for them. Misfortune, loss, bad karma. Yeah, delays. Yep, but they wanted all that for you, collective. They wanted all that for you. And here you are, really in real life, a Queen of Wands. Okay, an outgoing creative person. Somebody with good charisma. You're in your feminine energy. You like to look nice and dress yourself up. You're confident about what you're doing. You got strength. Angels and ancestors and gave you strength. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is your past, collective. This is a past event that happened, or it could be a present. You know what I'm saying? It could be a present, but it looks like somebody from your past that you was dealing with. Yeah, you was out here, looking out for dude. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be his gal, and he was unfaithful. You know what I'm saying? Neglected his own needs. He lack of self-care, and then who he went to deal with, she was jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And his security shifted towards greed, and he was abusing you and stuff. Yeah. Lack of ideas. He needed you. He needed you to survive. Yeah. He was having conflict with relationship with everybody. Going to war with everybody. Tearing everybody's shit up over you. Going around town. Tearing people, breaking people windows out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Over you because you was trying to get away from this motherfucker. Yeah. Yep. That's what was going on. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, unbalanced, rational emotions, immaturity. He was rude, impulsive. He was unfaithful with the King of Cups here. Yep, you brought a lot of love and joy to people's lives with this Six of Pentacles. You were balanced. You helped this Emperor right here be balanced. And he took advantage of you. He took advantage of you. He neglects you for his own needs. Went off. Yeah. And they might have had they might have had a issue, okay, with drugs. They might have been tracing drugs. Look, yeah, this temperament. And they probably try to do some magic on you. This lion right here, this flipped out on the magician. Utilize the skill at your own disposal. Okay, temperament, the lion, direction. Okay, yeah. hmm So, so you had courage. You had courage to do what you was doing. The magician card. Okay, utilizing the skill at your disposal. Resourcefulness. You was focused. You had expertise. You know what I'm saying? You was out here doing your thing, collective. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear you was getting your money. You was getting your money. Okay. Yep. You was getting your money. Look at that young dude meeting her under the bridge. Yeah, and then there's somebody in the back. They watching, they looking. Yeah, look with the dogs and stuff. They looking a older person. Probably was a family member. They knew what you was doing. They knew what you was going through. Yeah, but you was brave. You was brave, and now they mad. Look, that person got a temper. They mad. Yeah, because you're gonna be receiving your Ace of Cups. See, they thought you was gonna be a bum. They didn't think you was gonna do nothing with your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got favor with the Most High God. They didn't think that you was gonna do nothing with your life. Yeah, lack of inspiration. That's how they wanted you to be. Yeah, lack of inspiration and positivity. They wanted you to be despair, sick. Yeah, they wanted to be sick. Probably was doing black magic. Black magic is speaking on somebody's name, speaking spells with your tongue. Yeah. Speaking spells with your tongue. That's why you got to protect yourself. Protect yourself at all costs. Okay. But you were brave, collective. Yeah. You were brave. You were brave. Okay. This wants to come out. Yep. And you're a star. And you're being guided. You're being guided with this new path that presents itself with the Two of Wands here. Yeah. You're being guided. You might be traveling. Okay. All right. You might be traveling or get an opportunity to travel. Okay, desire to change, but you have that desire to change. That's why the Most High God is here. You're a Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Swords, arrival of bad news, mental stagnation, head fog, bad communication. Yeah, because this person is wondering what's up. How are they doing so good? Yeah, use your instincts. Okay, Spirit said, because you was a lone wolf. You was by yourself. And see the moon out here? Yeah, use your instincts. Yeah, that person, they was not good for you. They was not good for you. Mm-hmm. Yep, but you knew that. You knew that, collective. Okay? And then we got the Four of Wands here, but you had a good heart. It was your heart. That's why justice is being served. God seen your heart. Yeah. Four of Wands here in reverse. Four of Wands here in reverse. Conflict with within a relationship. Family trouble, argument. Yeah, he was tearing down everybody, going to war with everybody. Yeah, going to war with everybody. Going to war at everybody. But I looked at the bottom of the deck. Look, devotion. And he was devoted to doing that. He was devoted trying to make your life a living fucking hell. But you was so protected and blessed. You hear me? Yeah, you was blessed. You was balanced with the light and the dark. The light and the dark respected you. It was some dark nights that you went through some stuff, and them dark demons, they protected you. They loved you. They seen pureness in your heart. Yeah, they protected you. They protected you, collective. Okay? Yeah. For justice. Justice is going to be served. Okay? Justly deserved outcomes. Okay? Yeah. They're going to be revealed to you. They're going to be revealed to you. Okay? What's going to go on with this person? What's going to happen? You're going to hear about it. Okay? Yeah, you're going to hear about it. It was a connection. Yeah, you love this person. You did. You love this. But look, you being crowned like a mug. You being crowned by spirit. Ancestors and angels are so proud of you. Okay, because you broke the generational curse. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit just said you broke the generational curse. Okay? Yeah, action is being taken place. Okay? Action is being taken place on these people. Yeah, this person. Yeah, and these people. Okay, because you had some friends too that despised you, was jealous and envy of you, like, she thinks she doing something, and you was. You was even giving it them. You was even helping their asses out. Yeah, yeah, But they wanted to put a 10 of swords in your back and gossip about you. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to backstab you, collective. Yeah, but action is being taken place. Because you a whole queen out in this bitch. You hear me? Yeah. Yep, friends. They was sitting up here talking about you. Yeah. And you was helping their ass too. You was helping them. Look, Angel showed them compassion. You showed them compassion. Yeah, because it's some stuff out here that you could have did. Okay, to make them tables turn, baby. Okay, yeah. You were showing them people compassion. Change is here. Okay, change is here. Okay, yeah, because a new path presented itself to you, collective. Yeah, yeah, and you're in alignment with the Most High God. Okay, you don't live that life anymore. Okay, and somebody that is living that life. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go that way, baby. God got something. He presented something new to you. Okay? Yeah, a new path. If you have a desire to change, the Most High God is going to bring it to you. He's going to present a new path to you. Yeah, because you're being guided. You're being guided, okay? This 10 of Wands here, this 2 of Wands, I mean. Yeah, you have the desire to change. Look, you got the world in your hands. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Yeah, but keep your boundaries up because these people want to come back around because they see you got riches and glories coming. Okay, keep your boundaries up with these people. You can love them from a distance. You don't even have to deal with them people like that because you don't live that life anymore. But you can keep your boundaries up. Yeah, change is here. You change. You're a changed person. They got to meet you all over again. You're not the same person you used to be. You know what I'm saying? But you are in alignment, collective. You're in alignment with the Most High God. And that's what we want. Fuck everybody else and everything else that's going on. You want to be in alignment with the Most High God so that you can get what you need. And you are. You're getting this Ace of Cups, a new beginning, new opportunity, and positive energy. You got joy. You got energy. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to have a new relationship. Look, the Ace of Pentacles. You got this new beginning. Okay? Yeah, you change. You change. You surrender. Look, ancestors are here as well, have watched over you. You kept your faith high. That's why you didn't fall. Okay? Like these people wanted you to do. Okay? Wanted you to be overwhelmed and give up. That's what they wanted you to do. You didn't. You kept your faith high. That's why, collective. Okay? One more. Yep. Explore your options. Okay? That's what, and it fell right here on the Emperor. So explore your options. Don't go back, baby. Find somebody else. This person, he don't love you. Okay? Yeah, he want to beat on you, control you. He's jealous and envy of you. He's cheating on you. He's going to other people. Them people, they selling themselves short. You was the best they ever had. Okay, they lacking on their hygiene. Okay, yeah, they lacking on their hygiene. Okay, they lacking on self-care. Empress in reverse. Okay, yeah, they messed up. They lost you. They lost you, baby. Okay, one more, spirit. Let me get it collected one more, and then I'm gonna close it out. One more. Yep, you're going to get some information. Okay, some information is going to come to you really soon. You're going to get a little birdie. He's going to whisper something in your ear, okay? He's going to have some news for you, okay? So be looking for that. Yeah, because somebody, you getting ready to receive something, okay? You're getting ready to receive something, okay? Yeah, you're about to receive something from the Most High God, okay? And when you do, keep it quiet. Don't tell us so. Nothing. Okay? Because they out to get you, baby. They out to get you. They all trying to come back. Okay? These old friends that you didn't help and gave to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? They watched you. They watched you grit and grind out in this motherfucker. You had a new car every month. Hell, they know who you are. They know who you are, baby. Yeah, they know you ain't no joke. Okay? And now that you got spirit, you ain't to be fucked with. Okay? Yeah. What is this? Yeah, unconditional love. Okay, you didn't show these people unconditional love. That's why justice is here. You crowned. Okay, you a whole queen out in this mud. You love these people with your whole heart. You had a connection with these folks. Yeah, but things are being revealed. Okay, right in front of the world, things are being revealed. Justice will be served. And they'll have to sit back and watch you be honored. You hear me? Yeah, and watch you get your blessings. They got to sit back and watch the Most High God bless you. Okay. Love and light, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And if you and chair, don't forget to chair. I said chair. Chair, spirit. What about the chair? Somebody sitting in their chair right now listening. They about to be sitting in this chair. They're gonna have to sit down and sit down in this chair, okay, to get this message, okay? They're gonna really sit down and think about some things, okay, after they see this message. That's what Spirit just said. Because I said chair. But don't forget to share. Okay, and if you want to donate to my channel, okay, will be divinely appreciated. You can find the information in my bio. I'm so glad I could bring forth a word and encouragement, okay, for you collective. You keep moving, keep being strong. The Most High God got you. Keep Him in everything you do. I don't care what you do. Okay, I don't care if you out here getting money. You keep the Most High God in it, okay, and keep your faith high and keep your boundaries up. Stay away from all the negativity, okay? Cleanse your energy, okay, wherever you go and come back home, because you don't want to bring that around your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Only God can judge you, baby. Nobody else can. Okay? So it don't matter what people say. Okay? Keep your heart pure. Smile. Keep your head up. You strong. God's going to give you that strength. And you got blessings coming. Nothing but blessings. Okay? Love and light. Bye-bye.